I found the most viral AI hacks on TikTok. And today I'm testing whether any of them actually work. Not if the demo looks cool, not if it works with the perfect prompt. I mean, can it survive real work? Because TikTok makes every AI tool look insane. So I pulled 10 viral TikTok AI hacks, and we will be testing all of them here today. By the end, I want to know one thing. Are TikTok AI hacks actually useful, or are we all just watching really good promos? Let's get started.
Stop wasting your time making presentations. Instead, go to gamma.app in your browser. Click on Generate and then on Presentation. Write your topic, like volcanoes, for example. Pick a theme to define the style, and the whole presentation will be done in seconds. It will already look amazing.
All right, so we're on gamma.app. They said click Generate Presentation. Let's try with something like this. If it gives us a bit more flavor. All right, slide number 1, 2. All right, and here it is. It's completely done. This looks a whole lot better. Personally, if I had a presentation in 15 minutes, the only thing I would change is the pictures. They look horrendous. But for what it's given me, completely for free, I think we'd be ready. I mean, boom, this is a presentation that I asked for. So, would I send this to a client untouched? Absolutely not. I would change a couple of things. Including the image or the images it generated. Would I use it as a first draft instead of staring at a blank slide deck? Absolutely. The verdict for this video is this is a pass, and I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's a free tool, it's fast, it gets us 80 if not 90% of the way there. And that brings us to the next hack, because presentations are one thing, but TikTok also says AI can make you look like a completely different person from one selfie. Let's try out the next hack. I'm trying to find the prompt, and the creator says, check out our link in bio. And when you go to the link in bio, they're freaking charging 4 euros for 50 AI prompts. 4 euros for AI prompts. I sent ChatGPT. I told it someone posted this on TikTok. I took 2 screenshots. It went from this screenshot to the other screenshot. And here's a third screenshot of sort of the prompt we get to see. So give me the prompt. And it gave me the prompt for free. I don't need to pay for this. So I'm going to take this prompt and try it out. What the? Oh my God, I just realized I needed to edit the prompt. It says cream off shoulder dress. All right, I think this should be the prompt that works for us. All right, let's look at the output that we got, and there we go. That's not a bad picture at all. I mean, it did somewhat change my face a little, but this is to no fault of ChatGPT itself, because I've used ChatGPT to create images before. The quality of the image depends always on the quality of the prompt. We are going to give this one a pass because, well, it does what it's supposed to do, but we're going to score it at a 5 out of 10, mostly because the TikTok gives you a paid prompt. It asks you for you to pay for a flippin' prompt. Now let's test something where you cannot hide behind visuals. Audio.
I just found this AI voice generator that's completely free with unlimited use. You should probably check this out. So this is from Speechma.com, and they have over 400 voices and over 60 different languages. All you have to do is just type in your text input here, search for the voice that you want, click generate, then it will appear on the right hand side here where you can play it and also instantly download it with no sign up required.
All right, the third hack is supposedly free, which should make up for hack number 2, which is Speechma. We're off to a good start. So let's go ahead and select, I think he selected Ryan. Let's select voice Ryan and generate audio. Let's listen to it.
Introducing the AI tool that promises to save your entire business. Write your emails.
Let's see what other voices they have.
Welcome to Speechma. I am
Welcome to Speechma.
Let's try it out with Florian's voice.
Welcome to my channel main new friends.
He did not stick to his German accent, which I'm very, very disappointed by. But overall, this is free and this is fast. All right, we're going to give this one a pass because it's great, it's free, it's fast. With that being said, we'll give it an 8 out of 10, with the reason for it not being any higher being that it does sound AI generated. Let's test NotebookLM.
So Google has a product that completely revolutionizes the way we study and learn, and it's not talked about enough, which to me is insane because it's amazing. It's called NotebookLM, and let me show you how powerful it is. Now listen, this isn't sponsored, but in a world where learning how to learn is becoming increasingly important, I thought you'd want to share this with a friend. So here's how it works. You create a notebook and feed it with as much data as you'd like. PDFs, Google Docs, web links, YouTube videos, whatever you want. And this is where it feels like magic. You can then ask NotebookLM any question you like related to the sources. Think about it like a ChatGPT trained on only what you feed it. Now this...
All right, let's get to testing. Let's see how it does. I'm going to give it the material for this video and I'm going to see if it can help me.
One eternity later.
I'm back and it looks like it has finished what it was doing. So let's go ahead and try something like generate a video overview, which is something that the TikTok showed we can do. We can also create flashcards, mind maps, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and try these. All right, so it has given us a mind map that we can expand, we can dive deep into, we can click on, it can, if we want recommendation systems, it can go into that. We have flashcards to study, and it can also make us a presentation just like this. And let's see,
The literal,
also
mechanical...
made this.
You know, usually when you open a menu at a restaurant, you expect it to be static. You look at the burger, the person at the next table looks at the burger, and it's, well...
Which is literally an audio class, sort of podcast style. This would be something I definitely see myself using. This is an easy pass. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Again, it's a very niche use case. If you're studying for something, you can definitely make use of this. Now, let's get into a hack that I think a lot of people care about a lot. Claude Code.
You can now build stunning websites like this using Claude Code. Here's how to set it up. First, search for the UI UX Pro Max skill on GitHub, copy the URL and then paste it into Claude Code and say install this skill. This gives Claude a database of over 50 UI styles, 97 color palettes and 57 font pairings. Next, go to 21st.dev and grab their magic MCP server command, paste it into Claude Code and say install this MCP server. Now when you ask Claude to build a website, the output includes proper animations, glass morphism, gradients, and layouts that actually look professional. This is so much better than the usual Claude output, and it means that Claude now becomes your full web designer.
Okay, so I've went ahead and installed this from GitHub and also fetched this and installed it in Claude Code. That being said, I have opened the Claude Code session and I've asked it exactly to do exactly what he says in the video. So let's see what we get. It's currently doing its thing and we'll come back once it's done. It's done. It did take some time, 15 minutes, although that doesn't matter if the design ends up looking really nice. And I have to say, this really looks nice. I think the design looks pretty cool. Now, would I not be able to do this just with Claude alone? Because Claude recently had Claude Design released. Well, not recently, about a month ago. But this looks pretty nice. I'm going to give this hack a solid 7 out of 10. The reason being, well, it gets high points because it's free. because it's out there for anyone to use. I don't know if it does have limits or if we'll reach limits. And this does classify as a pass. But now I want to compare that to the tool TikTok says anyone can use, even if they don't code. Lovable.
Hello, excuse me. Do you have an app idea that you wish existed?
Maybe an app where you can scan clothes and see where they are from.
That's actually a very good idea. Let's build it. Just describe your app now.
An app where you can scan clothes and see where they are from.
So it's literally building the app right now.
That's crazy.
What do you do for like work?
I just graduated, so I don't work.
What did you study?
Business.
Okay, well, you're creating a business right now. Okay, so do you see the app? It created all of this.
Oh.
Just using AI. And it actually works, I think. Okay, but let's give it a try. So let's use your shoes, okay? So I'm gonna take a picture of your shoes and press on scan, and there you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like it has all of this information now about those shoes. Like, is that the correct brand?
It is.
What should people do?
Use Lovable.
I think there's no better test here than to literally put the same exact prompt they put and see whether or not we get the same output. And press enter. All right, and we have the app in just a couple of minutes. Let's see if it works. It's called a thread print. Let's upload a photo. I just took a photo of my mic. Let's see if it can find what it is. All right, so first up, embed images aren't working. Next, portable wireless video transmission system device, likely a transmitter or receiver. Brand is Hollyland. That is correct. Confidence high. Likely made in China. Materials, the item is clearly branded Hollyland. Okay, it literally just read the name Hollyland. A well-known manufacturer of video transmission systems. Is it a video transmission system? It's a mic. It's a wireless mic. So I just realized this video is from Lovable themselves. So obviously there's going to be some shenanigans here and there. I see you, Lovable. Future Charbel here from the world of post-editing. And I just noticed that the prompt I gave it, the prompt I took from the video, is an app where you can scan clothes. Yet I've given it my freaking mic to test. So do keep that in mind. I think it's a bit of an unfair test that I'm doing here, but the outputs still remain the same. The points that I give throughout this video or throughout this segment still remain the same. The failed embed images, the inability to spot the item itself, so on and so forth. See you in the video. I gave it another prompt, which is the picture embed isn't working, as you can see. Also, it's not giving me the exact item I took a picture of. All right, so it claims to have fixed it. So let's test it out again. Same picture, my Hollyland mic, wireless mics. Let's see if it can find it reliably. And again, the embed doesn't work, but is that actually my product? Exactly is called. Nope, that is not the same product. That link doesn't open. That link doesn't open. Now, does that mean that Lovable is a bad app? Absolutely not. I've heard a lot of great testimonials from many of my friends using Lovable, and they all swear by it. However, this video right here is all about fishing out what is being overpromised and under-delivered. In that instance, the exact prompt that they showed in that video did not end up resulting in the same result that we got. The embeds didn't work, the matching mechanism didn't work, the links that we got for the listings didn't work either. A lot of broken elements. Granted, I know that if I gave it better prompts, it would have done 100 times better job. For this specific test, we will have to consider this a fail. And I will have to give this test a 6 out of 10. Now, let's test the most visually insane claim in this entire video.
Okay, so you can't trust any video you see online anymore.
Because you can now make videos of anyone talk from any image.
And it's the most realistic video generator in the world. And the crazy part is, anyone can do it for completely free. So all you have to do is head over to flow.google, add your image, type in what you want to say, hit generate, and
You've now got a talking video with perfect lip sync.
This AI is on a whole new level. And if you want to try it for yourself, then comment AI and I'll send it over.
All right, this was super fast, less than a minute maybe of waiting, and we have the video. Let's watch it together. Oh, hold on, let me expand it.
We've now got a talking video with perfect lip sync.
What the hell was that at the end? This is very, very nice and very impressive. I mean, this was posted in 2025, almost an entire year ago. And compared to today's landscape with the video generation tools that we have, which are so impressive, but one of the biggest constraints is they are so expensive. You spend so much money to generate video quality this good. I did not know this tool existed. I will actually end up using this more often in my day-to-day. This is completely free. I have not paid for anything to get here. This is phenomenal. I am mind blown right now. VO3 gets an easy pass on this challenge. It's so impressive for the time that it came out in. To this day, for free, I mean, I'm astounded by the quality that we ended up getting. For that reason, it's getting a pass, but I'm also giving it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. Let's go back to Claude Code because TikTok has another claim that is less flashy, but might be the most valuable claim of this video. Let's check it out.
A developer just dropped a free tool that kills the Claude Code token problem, and your $20 plan now does what the $100 plan used to do. Here's the thing. Every time you start a new Claude Code session, Claude basically rereads your entire code base. Every file, every function, thousands of tokens gone before you even ask a question, right? That's why most people burn through their plan in 2 days. So this tool called Graphify just fixes it. You run it once, it reads your whole code base, and it builds a full knowledge graph of everything inside. Every connection, every relationship.
Okay, so this is hilarious because I just installed Graphify, which is open source, so it's completely free. But let me show you this. Without Graphify, we spent 13,000 tokens. With Graphify, we spent 25,000 tokens. Graphify cost us 88% more tokens on the same exact task. I've dived into the comment section and there are people saying they used it for weeks, it doesn't work, and then they removed it. Someone said, doesn't Obsidian do the same? Which, yeah, technically. And then when I rewatched the video.
Every time you start a new Claude Code session, Claude basically, every time you start a...
Look at this. This guy is not even speaking. I don't even, is this a real person? Because this very video is AI generated.
A developer just dropped a free tool that...
It's not even lip synced. Duncan, my man, you can go use VO3 that has better lip sync than whatever this video that you're using, this AI video slop generation that you're using. I am livid right now because not only does it not save, it spends more. I'm giving this a straight up fail, a big, massive fail, and a 0 out of 10. I'm livid right now. Let's test the big autonomous agent claim that I keep seeing all over TikTok. Manus.
Powerful websites you should know. Part 549. Did you know if you go to this website, it's one of the most powerful AI workspaces right now. Just enable 1.6 Max and ask it anything. For example, I typed create a habit tracker mobile app. It instantly builds the interface and logic so I can track calories, workouts, study sessions, and daily journals. No coding needed.
As always, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I've picked Manus 1.6 Max and I've given it the same exact prompt and I'm gonna hit send. By the way, it did ask me for a free trial, which is free for a week, and then after that week I would be paying, I think it was around 40 euros monthly, which is not cheap at all. But let's see how good it is. Okay, so it's starting with a couple of questions, which I like because it's prompting you to think a bit more about your app. All right, the app is live. Let's see what it looks like. So if I go into calories, first up, I can see that it needs a little push lower. If I go to add meal, calories 500, save meal, so there you go. Chicken shikt is 500, so this works, although we can use some refinements. Workout, so, or is it set, automatically set on this? I've went to the gym, just came back, worked out for 60 minutes, log workout. How do I exit? So there are a bunch of things to still fix, which is, again, for draft number 1, that's somewhat fine, but for the promises of the video, gets a little iffy. All right, I refreshed and we are back. Study sessions. If I start, so it already starts, that's weird. It just does that. Amazing day, save entry. Entry saved for today. And find your calm. So this is the surprise me, which is quotes. In the middle of difficult lies opportunity. In the middle of difficult lies opportunity. We can generate new quote from unknown. Ah, yes, I love unknown. My favorite DJ. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. Dream bigger, do bigger. I think it just generated these. Chinese proverb. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And also a breathing app. Oh, hold. Sorry. I suck at this. But that being said, a lot of it is functional. It did take a lot of time. Is this better than Claude Code or even Lovable? So the fact that this isn't free means we're going to have to compare it to other paid tools, which is very difficult because they're competing in a landscape full of Claude Opus 4.8 and ChatGPT 5.5, which are insanely good bang for buck if you're trying to code, build a website, or even build an app. I've recently built an iOS app using Claude Code, and it was impressively easy to do. Even helped me through the iOS review, step by step, made a killer graphic and UI experience, which this didn't really impress me as much. And I don't know if I would be using it again, to be honest, at least not for now. Again, value for money, you could be getting Claude or Codex GPT, and you'd be getting a lot more for your money. With that, I'll give this a pass. It does what it claims to do, and it does it well. It's not that it sucks by any means, but I'll give it a rating of 6 out of 10. I mean, this isn't the most impressive tool I've used. Actually, a 5 out of 10. Now that I think about it. It is promising, but it requires a lot of supervision still. That being said, let's move on to the last hack of this video. Hack number 10.
Free websites that will change the world, part 1. People don't realize what Google just added. Watch this. All you do is go to this website, and what it already does is crazy. You just explain any app you want, and it builds it with no coding required. But the real game changer, they just added agents. See, normally with AI, all you do is enter your prompt and then you handhold it when it asks you questions. But now with agents, you literally just type what you want and it does everything. The only thing you do now is give it a final objective and it figures out every step on its own. It routes itself through the whole problem and it doesn't ask you anything.
Let's try Opal. Click continue. That is a lot of permission that you're asking for. Opal is not available in your country yet. Please reload this page to try signing again. Continue. Are you serious? Google, we are in 2026. You cannot ship limited features that are supposedly free to not everyone, to not every country out in the region. What the hell? This is a straight up fail. We didn't even get to test the tool. I mean, I know this might be a little unfair. Maybe someone out there in the comment section is going to be like, oh, I tested this tool and this is the best thing ever that existed since peanut butter and jam, but I don't care. This is my video. So I'm giving this a fail and a 0 out of 10. After testing 10 viral TikTok AI hacks, here is my final ranking. out of 10 TikTok hacks, 3 of them ended up being fails, and 7 ended up being legit hacks that passed and works. Turns out TikTok is not always wrong, and honestly, I'm a little surprised because a lot of these tools do work and do what they promise. So this is my takeaway for this video, and the takeaway is simple. The best AI hacks are not the ones that make the craziest demo. They're the ones that genuinely work in the real world. And if I had to keep only 3 things from this video, I would keep VO3 for video generation, Gamma AI for presentations and presentation creation, and NotebookLM for understanding information. If you enjoyed this